Hey there, folks, and welcome back to the Sporia Campaign. Last time, we saw the long-awaited succession from our previous tribal chief to the new tribal chief, Rasa Mantwiltaita, after a long, multi-year process of seeing, honestly, better successors than her come and go as Gedwaldus continued to cling on with his insane charisma, I guess convincing death to leave him on the earth for just a little longer every time he was visited, until just moments ago he did pass away. The Council of Chiefs have chosen Rasa, as we expected with her succession support, to take on the mantle. She's coming in with 6555. If you can see it through this interface, which I can just barely do, this is going to be giving us 6% manpower recovery speed and army morale recovery, which I think is actually better than what Gedwaldus was providing in terms of just from the Marshal. 5 finesse, 10% reduced build cost, 10% increased national commerce income. 5 charisma, plus 1 claim fabrication speed, and minus 0.05 monthly tyranny, notably less than Gedwaldus. And 5 zeal, minus 0.05 monthly war exhaustion, and plus 0.05 monthly stab change. I think, again, less than what Gedwaldus was offering, if I recall correctly. But these stats are not Rasa's full potential. She is currently impeded by Mantagra, reducing her charisma by 2, and Dysentery, reducing her charisma and her martial by 1. She actually is already seeking treatment, so I'm just going to let her keep doing this, and hopefully this is successful. We'll see. I could put her on a scheme influence, but I'd rather have her try and get treatment for this. At 59, I think I have probably about 20 more years of her from this point on, so I'd rather have her shed these illnesses and restore her health within the with the hopes at least that she can pull that off. I guess we'll see. As for her character focus, I don't think she has any current. Oh, she doesn't have any current focuses at the moment. All things considered, I think I may want to go for a finesse focus, as I think my tyranny reduction is largely under control. She will have better charisma once her health is restored. She has one of her best base stats is charisma, although proud is reducing it. We'll take a look at her traits in a moment. And there is some argument for perhaps working on this, especially getting True Ruler once again, but I don't think plus 0.02 stability is critically necessary here. Let's see. Pop growth would be nice. Let's see, anything else? Import value 5%, that's pretty good. Ooh, okay. Taxation policies. I think this is all of the... This is just a bunch of random territories, it seems. There doesn't seem to be consistency there. Oh no, is this the governorship she'd be in charge of? I think it might be. That'd be pretty good, nonetheless. I don't know if we'll have time with her to get all the way down here. But some additional finesse would certainly be welcome. Zeal focus could also be quite good. It's a strong option for sure. Nobody gains 1 free province investment. What? Maybe this will update after some time passes. I mean, this would be really good if we could get to this. Extra zeal. I think the extra finesse is honestly better for what I need right now. I'm going to go for civic focus. Let's go for commerce focus and commit to that. There we go. Nice. And then, let's wait for the tick to see how things have been adjusted in my government before I... because one more chief will be elected, so before I shuffle everybody around, yeah, let's do that. And then I think I had just finished putting a bunch of people in Daugava. Let's now send them over. Oh, we're out of money as well. We have to wait for the tick anyways, so let's do that. Okay, there goes the war chief. I guess we just lost them immediately. Okay, so incidentally, the next successor is barely Ugna, the elder Ugna, although I guess the other Ugna died, so now the current single Ugna. Look at that charisma, wow. All right, any youngsters? 95? Is that real? Wow. Okay, well, this guy is certainly not a youngster. Oldest man on Earth, perhaps, over here in my clan Chief Council. Amazing. This is also the guy who took over... No, it's not. No, it is, because Genmen Titus was, I think, the previous ruling family. Not 100% sure about that. I think it is, though. Okay, either way, we'll see what happens from here. Any substantial corruption problems among the chiefs? Actually, no. Although you did come in with some corruption, which isn't ideal. Yeah, it was too low for me to sanction before, so we're just stuck with 11% corruption on the chief, which is not great. But I can't do much about that now. Wages have been notably diminished, though, because I have a fairly low corrupt set of chiefs, which is great. Let me wait for the tick, and then we'll reorganize our country. Treatment successful? Wow, okay. She lost dysentery. Thank you. He's probably on his way out. Oh my god, he's definitely on his way out. 50 corruption? Holy moly. Jeez, okay, well, thanks for treating my dysentery, but you're getting fired and probably sanctioned as well. Jeez, what has he done to get this much corruption? He's just got free hands, I guess. All right, I'll take it. Oh, I guess she's content in life. Are you not going to treat your Mentagra? Could you also seek treatment for that, perhaps? I'd like if you did, honestly. Let me... But you know what? It's now we've had the... one thing at a time here. We've got a lot of stuff to deal with here. So first of all, let's get the Carbonia. We have enough stability for sure. Let's get the Carbonia migration going. So we've got 1 Fennec, famously, 5 Icedeans, 1 Sporic. Let's see. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to guess I'll need at least 7 local Sporics. Okay. And then, let's see, from Daugava, 1, 2, 3, 4. What are we at now? Okay, now I just need 1 more Icedean, 1 more Fennec. Oh, there's the Icedean. And then... I guess I can use slaves as well, this is fine. 1 more Fennec. And then if I send 1 more Fennec over, can I still do the migration? We'll see if it holds. It does. Okay, good. Let me do it now before it adjusts, because it's a tie and makes it Fennec. All right. Resettle here. Okay. Now, I've cleaned all of this up, but there's still more Icedeans sort of down here. There's Icedean pockets here and there. Obviously, some of these places are slave locations, so those are fine to keep as they are. Okay, over here, though, let me perhaps set up 1 more migration in this area, just to sort of get the rest of the random Icedeans that are lingering. All right, I think... Let's do it in Utenoye, I think. Yeah, this is a good spot for it. So, have these guys come on down here. And we will work on that later. In the meantime, we need to do some adjustments. Let us, first of all, fire all of our people here. Starting with the low loyalty ones. I'm not going to let you get into disloyalty before I could fire you. I may have issues with the governors in just a moment, but we will come back to that. As well as fire... Let's try and get a new set of characters to build statesmanship on who've got traits, ideally. Okay, now let's... I need to also try and do this while I'm thinking about it. So we need either a Mantle Titus or a Jiao Tao Titus character as the Bersenthia governor. Okay, clan chiefs are upset and the governors are upset. Great. We're going to have to do some bribery to get rid of them, I think. All right. You, Vestulia governor, as usual, have got problems. I may have to, let's see. Free hands would be enough to fire him. And I think I'm just going to honestly do that. I'm going to lose all of my policies, but maybe now's not the worst time to shift some of my policies around. What did you do? Oh, you kept it all the same. Good. This is probably sustainable. We'll come back to that. Scythia, what do we have? You're loyal still. Okay. Bersenthia, you're definitely not loyal. Free hands for you, and you're getting fired. Alright, good thing I just did all this work in Versentia. Okay, and then, do I keep the Scythia governor? This was my super... Hold on, no. She doesn't have any loyalty traits either way. No corruption at all. She might be fine just to keep here, honestly. Province Commerce is great. Freeman Assistant Happiness is good. Freeman Output. I think I may just keep her, honestly. Yeah. I'd probably make her a different governor. In fact, I could actually make her... Because she's one of the families, right? No, she's not. I think I'll just leave her as the Scythia governor. Yeah, I think she's fine. No corruption problems. Popularity's not that bad. Loyalty is pretty good. Yeah. I think she's fine to just keep in place. I can only spend so much political influence before I lose my mind. Okay, so let's actually start with the governor assignment. This is very important. We're looking for Big Finesse and someone from the correct family. So, Mantual Taita or Zhao Tao Titus. That is the key thing. Zhao Tao Titus, okay, good start. Nope, he's crafty. Mantual Taita, Zhao Tao Titus. So, Saula Mantual Taita would also work. Corruption's fine. She's a little on the old side for a governor assignment. She's also super rich, for what that's worth. This guy's a little younger. Province Commerce 10%, I like that, okay. Research reduction, he could be a trait character. I could sanction him. Loyalty, though, he's abrasive. Scorn will go away. A culture reduction. He's Nuric? Huh? Do I have a Nuric major family? What's going on here? No, some of them are just... This guy, was he adopted? What happened here? He's also near death, so never mind. I'm not gonna worry about him. I'm not putting a near death character in. Okay, hold on. Alright. Zhao Tao Titus, Mantual Titus. Let's see. Finesse. Mantual Titus. Okay, submissive, like that. Ambitious, don't like that. Rival of ruler, I can fix that. No corruption problems. Province Commerce. Province Commerce, okay, I like all the Province Commerce. Oh yeah, this guy's way better than the other guy. Zhao Tao Titus, that's the right family. Any health issues? No? Alright. Min Mantis, welcome to the governorship. Please, I beg of you, don't immediately become a disloyal, uncontrollable guy. Just... okay, let's see. Base 55 is good. Tyranny is getting worked on. Can I unrival him preemptively? Honestly, I'm going to remove rival now and then assign him. Okay, 44. I think I made the right call doing that. Let's grab picking a side. Yep. And then Triumph in Bersenthia. We're going to have to get rid of Uz as a city. This will also give him one more finesse, which is great. Alright, the coming of the city of Uz, not for long. Oh, I shouldn't have clicked off that. Where in the world is Uz? Oh no. Oh, here it is, I found it. Get. I almost clicked upgrade to city, or the city button. Revoke. Straight to settlement you go. No city for you. Cut it out. Alright, good. That is Matter of Bersenthia done. Finish the mission. Okay, Matter of Boyhamum. Interesting. I think I might just not get a mission right now. But either way, this is still a good guy for being the governor. Let's see here. 44 is not great. I may want to just keep him bribed up. But then... Oh, yeah, free hands. Oh, he has free hands? From where? Oh, no. I didn't realize he had free hands. Where... shoot. Okay. I should have let some time pass so free hands would be disabled. So he actually does have... Yeah, this is because of free hands. Alright. Let me unscorn his family then. Okay, so then let's assign a Vestulia governor. It doesn't matter what family it is now. Let's see. We're looking for low corruption, good loyalty, not too old. This guy might be... all the commerce and economic reductions are not. Although the loyalty would be quite nice. Ambitious, though, I don't like that. Gubja Genmentaita looks promising. Fort defense, more fort defense. Commerce reduction's annoying, but no corruption at all. She's got some statesmanship. Loyalty, oh, she does have free hands as well. I'm glad I noticed that. Although she has a couple things. This is a former governor, I think. I think this might have been my Bersentia governor, so I don't really want to reassign her, because she has all the malices lingering on. Jaumantis Jagriditis. This guy looks promising as well. Province Commerce. Okay, nope. Too much corruption. You're a Sarmatian, so not you. Corrupt is going to be stuck there. You're a Scythian, so not you. Okay, now we're getting into kind of lower finesse levels than my preferred amount. Lima Jautratita. Stubborn. His loyalty lost. No corruption, though. Slave output. You'd be fine. Okay, I'm going to assign you. Alright, now to survey the damage. 44, 41, 32. Alright. Listen here. I do not need this from you right now. I could just replace this guy, in fairness. I didn't realize he had free hands. Do you have free hands? No. Nor do you. I'm just going to replace him, frankly. I got the mission done. Now I can just assign anyone that I want. I'm getting someone who doesn't have free hands, and I need to double check that more closely. I can sanction this guy. Does he have free hands? No, he doesn't. Okay. Welcome to the governorship. He's still loyal without free hands. Perfect, that's how I want to keep it. Okay. Oh my god. Now, let's survey the situation. Scorn family will be removed once I get to that. Okay, so now let's assign some characters with traits. That's what I care about. We've seen how much they've made a difference here. We do have a little bit of research, so if they have good qualities otherwise. Alright, I can just make this guy the researcher, I guess. That's fine. Alright. Let's see. You'd be fine as the researcher, I think. And then oratory. Younger characters, ideally, but this would be okay. Ugnum and Betaita, I could assign her. That's fine. Oh yeah, you're good. Let's build some statesmanship on you. I may make you a officer character later. Okay, that's good. Okay, as for the government, let's go ahead and attend to this. Mentautus Jagriditis, you have a lot of loyalty problems, but if I put you back in, you're now a little better. We'll come back to you later. Okay, Magistrate. Definitely not assigning this guy to any position. Salamantual Taita, you're on the old side. How's your health looking? Healthy, though. Okay. 60 is not too old, actually, for what I need here. That's fine. Alright, Apothecary. This actually matters right now. Are all the families now unscorned? Let me get the families unscorned first. Manpower recovery speed. Which family is still scorned? The Minbatitis family? Really? Okay, if you say so. I don't see them in my list. Oh, they're just really all bad at everything. Okay. Wow, yeah, this is grim. Anyone good at anything in this family? Alright, well, Citizen Happiness is a throwaway position for my campaign, so let's assign one of these people over here. Alright, there we go. It's not very good, but he'll get better. Maybe I assign someone a little younger than him, actually. Alright, Minbatita. I should have done it like this. Let me assign you... Well, Nefarious Tendencies, never mind. Let's see. Yeah, this is fine for now. Okay, now, my governor. Has this not been updated? It will be updated later. Okay, AE change, let's see. Ooh, this guy looks really good. Yeah, I'm gonna make this guy my arbiter. I actually need more tribes and happiness than I do AE change right now, so this is the right order to do it. High Priest, so quick corruption check. Have I overlooked anything? No. This guy does have corrupt, but that's okay. It's not the end of the world. I can survive that on a character or two. Omen Power is not going to do, honestly, too much for me right now, so it's not a huge deal. I just want someone I can prep. Oh, you look promising. Yeah, okay. Oh, you're a Carpian. Okay, maybe not you then. Prefer to have a fully spork leadership here. Ooh. You also look promising. Is that the trait? No, pious. You're a minor character. Okay, I'll put you in there. That's fine. War Chief. Let's see. Oh yeah, you look very good. Migla. Making absolutely sure nobody has free hands running right now. Same rival as ruler. Okay. You, I think, yeah, you've got deceitful, so probably not you. You look very promising. You're young, confident. Okay, no corruption though. That's fine. Well, we have room for you to. In fact, I might switch these two. Actually, I kind of like having. Yeah, these experience gains are really, really impactful. I think I will actually though switch these two. I need to find them in the list now. You go there. All right, that's probably more important right now. You go there. There we go. I'm okay with that, honestly. Okay, Apothecary, someone who will help cure my Mentagra, who isn't insanely corrupt. What are these super corrupt characters? As usual, like, finesse just means corruption in this game. All right, let's see. You for sure have free hands. You don't have free hands. Okay, you're fine. Okay, I am happy with that. PI gain's not amazing, but I don't need PI urgently right now. Yeah, this guy is a little on the low side loyalty-wise, but refused funding will go away. Okay. I think I'm happy with that set of appointments. And now, let's see what we need to do here. So, in Venetia, now that Rasa has taken over, are things under control? I think they will be. I think this is sustainable for now. This is sustainable for sure. This is all fine. Yeah. I think I can just maintain Bleed Them Dry, which is making me a lot of tax money. Keeping in mind, I'm not an import country. Like, all of this extra difference is from Bleed Them Dry. Okay, over here, this is not going to work. So I'm gonna need to fix this first, as usual. It's always over here. All right, this needs to be. I don't have any. Huh? Hold on. Oh, she needs to be. Ah, that's great. All right, I could try to befriend her. No, not that. Where's befriend? Can I not befriend her? Oh, yeah, here it is. Make friends. Do I have time to wait for this? It probably is worth trying to befriend her. Actually, first, okay, one thing at a time. Let's seek treatment. Spend your money. Go ask this guy to help you. Okay, now, I could bribe her just for now. She'll lose the corruption gradually. This is so close, though. Alright, let me play the long game here. Let me try to make friends with her. Meanwhile, over here, you two are both relatively above the loyalty cap. So this is okay, just very temporarily. We'll come back to that. She kept all of this. Excellent. Good job, Rasa. Look at this. We got the Rasa duo working together in harmony. Rasa and Rasa. The world needed this. Oh, I do not need this, though. Gerd Norris. Even your name sounds goofy. Alright, well, it's gonna be super, super, super expensive to change all this. Alright. In fairness, a lot of Bersenthia has now become Weyraspork, so it's not as severe. And in fact, perhaps I could. Yeah, you know what? Once my tyranny gets lower, this is sustainable. Where do I have the most severe problems? It's the places that have more of the... And this will increase his wage. How much is he drawing right now? That's a lot. Oh, yikes. I don't even have super corrupt chiefs right now. I just have expensive governors. That's just not even the governors. It is the chiefs. All right. Let's see. 36 though. That is an improvement. Some of these, yeah, the ones over here that I have not done my cycle through probably need to be changed. So like Galonia, let's see. This needs to be changed. Harsh treatment. Budinia probably needs to be changed. Yep. Budinia Superioris, I think I did actually. Let's see here. This is probably okay. Fons Bersenthia. Yeah, this needs to be anything over 20. Let me just do it like this. Anything that's over 20, I'm going to change to harsh treatment. Okay. Keep that going. These two down here. Alright. Has to be done. That's all my PI. Good thing I saved all that PI, I guess. Okay, back over here. I was headed down here. I'm gonna keep things going there. Okay, I think that succession went pretty smoothly. Could have gone better, but could have gone worse. I'll take it. I can actually assign a commander to the migration army. That's interesting. Everyone likes gold. All right, we can bribe her. That would work. How much personal? I can just give her personal wealth. I'm gonna do that, honestly. We're increasing the chances as best we can here. Ooh. Didn't Rome conquer some of this? I thought Rome conquered parts of it. Yeah, hold on. Didn't Rome conquer a lot of this? Is Rome backsliding? What is this? Okay. You don't usually see that. Were these... Oh, I see what's going on. They released a bunch of tributaries. Yep, that does actually make some sense. Look at big Lingonia, though. That's kind of impressive. You don't usually see the Gauls unite this well, but these guys may actually have a chance against Rome. Not much, but they may have a chance. Maybe I speak too soon. Look at that. They've got a pretty good core population. Rome's going to have their work cut out for them fighting these Gauls. That's for sure. The Gladiator. Okay. Let's see. I will... yeah, this is worth doing. We need to spend every opportunity we have to try and increase the chance. It'll be worth it long term with that character as the governor. Okay, let's see. Daughter of the tribal chief of Sporia. Really? Oh wait, this character is my daughter. I didn't even realize. That's funny. Is she my rival? Hold on. She's my rival. Seriously? Oh no. That's gotta stop. It's fine. She doesn't have any power base right now. Rivaling your own mom. That's wild. Okay. Let's get the rest of the Istians attended to over here. So into Utenoia. Let's move them all over from, let's see here, Dzoukios. And from Wigierski, Sniardwi, Dobe, and Mamre. Okay. And then, let's see here. We're going to send... I think those... Yeah, I wanted the slaves to go to Vistitis. So let's send over to Timofevi from Zagaris. All of the slaves. And then into Vistius, all of you go. Disallow promotion here, please. Wait, no. Actually, in Dobe is fine as well, but here, disallow. Alright. And then into Vistius from Timofevi. Alright, what do we need still? Apparently, we only need 4 more. Okay. That's pretty good. We can move them over, actually, from Utenoia. Most of those guys are actually slaves. Of course, we need 1 more, but that's okay. I can actually put 1 guy down here, and then pull the other slave from Utenoia over. Perfect. That's another copy of livestock for the international market. Alright, that did actually end up fully using all the pops, though, so that worked out perfectly. Alright, so now we need to just have... You go there to replace that guy, and then you go here to replace those guys, then we'll move them elsewhere. Do I have any unfilled... Oh, I do, down here in Ossia Occidentalis. And also here in Crononia Australis. Alright, we'll do that after that happens. Then I may... In fact, let's see here. That'll be addressed. That'll be addressed. And then this is all... You know, over here I can finally start... Well, not here, but over here I can finally start doing stuff. Here as well. I should probably send the horde south to this area. See what we can do. Kind of just doing a big circle around the nation. Working as we go. Alright, hopefully we get our Montagra treated. That will help things out quite a bit. Alright. Into here, let's now move from Ramonia. That slave. And then these two can head down here from Soloia. There we go. That is... Oh, wait, hold on. One more from Soloia. It's an Eistian Freeman? I didn't notice that. You demoting? You will eventually demote. That's fine. It'll demote eventually. Okay. That is the northern Eistian area addressed. Okay, because we can't mess with this, that's super annoying. I really need Lugia to have a granary raid. I've been waiting for dozens of years for a granary raid in Lugia. I'm not getting it. I really, really want Lugia to get under control. This has just been absurd. I may just have to bring more Weyrasporks in here to force the issue. I don't know what else I can do at this point. I guess now's the time for such a plan. Making an impression. All right. I'm certainly going to spend the money. These two are insane. Commission a sculpture in her honor. Hopefully she appreciates that. Galatian Civil War ends. For some reason I'm being told about this. The bitter civil war in Galatia has finally come to an end with the loyal forces of Catergnatus Viridorius utterly crushing the rebel armies led by Dicegoras Irigo Brogios and his scheming cohorts. Alright, that's fine. Galatia has been reunified, I guess. It sort of seems like the Ariarthids actually took territory from Galatia. Not entirely sure what to make of that, but I think they were previously stronger. I still can't believe Rome has this stuff down here. Unthinkable. Okay, Ptolemaics have beat back their rebels. Wait, no, have they? No, they are over here. Yeah. Any other oddities on the world stage? Okay, as expected, Qin did beat Joseon. That's what I thought would happen. Although they've oddly left them over here. Don't know. Did Qin not have enough war score? Like, what happened over here? Wild. Qin underperformance. You never see that. Alright. I could really use Tech 5 to get roads. I'm so ready for roads, but I have to just keep trucking along, as it were, road free. Alright, at least I can keep doing this. Sacrifice to Vilkos. Keep that tyranny going down. We just had to. Friendship with Lima. Excellent. That should be now. Maybe after the tick, it'll update. I'm not seeing an update. Where? Okay, let's wait for the tick and just sort of see what happens after the tick, because I thought that would give me more than enough, but seemingly not. Let's see. Gilwed Norris, this was my extremely old clan chief, died. All right, rest in peace. Okay. There we go. It just needed the tick. That's what I was hopeful to see. All right, who's the new guy over here? I think it's him. I don't know which one of them just came in. It may have been this guy. Either way, no one here has insane corruption, so that's good. All right, I really need some wage reduction tech or something. This is a huge expense for me. Okay, now I can finally... well, I don't have the PI, but at least I can now do things here. Alright, that should help a little bit. Good. Okay, let's see what we can do here. So, first things first. Alright, so where are we going to do these migrations from? Probably from Venedeva. I should just do it from Sofa, I think, just given the... Well... Do I have non-sporks down here? Not really. Outside the mine, at least. Yeah, Sofa is probably the spot to do it from, honestly. I also need to move the capital, which I have not been able to do for a long time, so maybe soon I can do it. Alright, so from Sofa, let's move people in. Let's move these guys to Sofa as well. So, actually, does anywhere here have people I can't move. I probably should do it from there. No, it doesn't look like it. Okay. So into sofa. From Egladia, let's move over. Gotta find it in the list. All of the non-Sporics. Okay, I think I did that correctly. From Maranot as well. Okay, good. And then from Cunegria. Okay. Actually, I might... Do I have... No, I don't have any infrastructure here because it's been disloyal for so long. I could build... I could move people here in preparation for... Actually, I have infrastructure down here already. Other than the fort. No. Should probably get this set up. Yeah, okay, into here. So first of all, into sofa, let's move the tribesmen. And then into here, let's move the slaves from sofa. All right. And then I will build a farming settlement when I can. But anyways, what do we have now? Big mix. Let's add maybe 5 Sporics and then take stock. Yeah, let's wait for these guys to arrive. Alright. Let's see what we can do here. So from Mentora... Okay, first of all, into here, let's send all the other remaining slaves. So from Philin. Okay. You're gonna need, I think, one more then from oh, from Coratan actually would be perfect. Coratan. Alright. That should be enough then for this place. And make sure it's not... There we go. Good thing I checked. we'll need to save some money to build the actual infrastructure there, but at least it's set up. And then any other... Yeah, we can set up slaves over here in Mentora for a lumber camp. So let's send over slaves then from Garala Venetia. And that might be it for now. Looks like it. Can also send over slaves from Venedeva. And from Goradeva. Okay. We need... hold on. Will this be 9? I don't believe it. I'm gonna have 11 here in preparation. We need 3 more. From Gorion, that works. And then I'll move the tribesmen up to Sofa. I won't be able to do both of them. Let me wait for the tick, then I'll do both of them together over the tick. Okay. Mentora. Mentora tribesman. Only one? Oh, I guess there's only one. Okay. Alright. Then what do we have here? We can have any combination of anyone except for more than 3 more Bastarnians. Alright, so from Venedeva. Venedeva can give us those Bastarnians at least. Lyra. And then Badinian. Okay. And then into Venedeva, let's send... So not Bastarnians. Do I have any that are not Bastarnians? This is Bastarnian land around here. Okay, we have a couple Urmanoics. That is a slave, but I'll just send him over because I don't have tons of options here. Where was I? Here it is. And then We don't really have a lot more options. Moving over Erminoic from Venedeva. Okay. And you know what? Let me just send over into Venedeva. Let's send over some more Bastarnians. Actually, Bastarnian tribesmen, because I can use the slaves elsewhere. So Varket. And Venata. No, that's a slave. Kuriala. Alright, and then into Sofa. From Venedeva. Okay, 1. Deposit 1 Sporic. Okay, good. I think I can do 2 more Bastarnians. So I need to send 1 Sporic down here to move him over. Then we will probably have to send over a bunch more Sporics to set up over here. We'll revisit that in just a moment. Also almost out of money again. Okay. From Venedeva. I'm out of money now. Okay. That's fine. And then after the tick, I'll move the guy over, then start a migration from Sofa to prepare it to migrate again. Alright. From Venedeva, there's the Bastarnian. Oh, no, shoot, okay. That's super annoying. Why is it breaking the tie that direction? Alright, move him back to Venedeva for just a moment. From Sofa. It's so annoying. Alright, I'm going to deposit 1 more Sporic. There we go. This is a 12 non-Sporic migration. This is still pretty efficient. Do the migration. Deposit 1 back. Okay. We have 64,000 men now. Wild. Alright. And now, into Venedeva, let's flood all the remaining Well, actually, first things first. Let us figure out what we need to do here. So... Okay, so we got 1 there, 1 there. In fact, into Venedeva, let's send from Gorodeva, the Bastarnian, from Urgana, from Donaria. I'm going to run out of money again as well. And then Donar is fine. Fola, those are 2 slaves that can be moved. Do I have a location to send slaves around here somewhere? Yeah, over here. No, this is already full. Any other... I could build a stone mine here. Let's maybe have him go to Urgana eventually. I have no other... Okay, I don't. I could actually have him go to Venata to be a sheep farm. Let's actually do that. So from so let's move all the slaves to Venata for now. So from Venedeva. Send the 2 slaves. Okay, into here we send all the non-slaves. Let's see. So non-slave, non-Sporic. The Bastarnian from Vorita. Okay, and that's actually it. So next tick we can do more slave micro in the area. This is a very, very long-term project, but I am really dramatically improving my country as I go. Foreign citizens in Orgame, okay. From Nobio Duonos, interesting. Absolutely no citizens there. No. Get out of here. What are you even thinking, asking me that? If your class doesn't begin with the letter T and end with the phrase Reibsman, you are not welcome in my country. Get out of here. All right, where was I? Keeping this going. All right, so Venata. So this way Spora can actually go over here too, frankly. From Venata. Where are you in my list? Here you are. Sporic. This can go to Sofa from Venedeva. Actually, yeah. Actually, hold on. Gorian, let me move him from Venedeva. Okay, good. And then into Venedeva, move the Bastarnian from Gorian. Okay, there we go. And then all these slaves can go to Venata from Fola. All right. And from Sofine. And from Sharita. What do we need? We're gonna need 12, probably. Okay, from Sharita, let's see. All right, and that is pretty much that. Filita as well. Okay. Now we just need 2 more. So now, let's see here. So we need 1, 2, or no. Yeah, here we go. From Voryata. There we go. Of course, it's a 1 after the tick, as usual. Every single month I have one of those happening without fail. Next month is also another tyranny reduction month. Let's get ready for that. No, not you. There you are. How are we doing on, what's this? Gemstones of Tantonum. Oh, this, yeah, city requirement. Forming Slavia. Oh, I can actually almost do this right now. Okay, what do I need for this? I just need these couple of territories over here and a bit of... I need the Kozinka province. That's not the right... Oh my gosh. Yeah, I just need this province now. And do I need anything more from Karocha? Let's double check. Oh my god. Please just let me see. Moving the interface out of the way so I can see. Alright. Yeah, I just need that one province, which is a little bit of colonization and a little bit of that province from Scythia. So this will awkwardly put us into... Bring this all back out. This will awkwardly put us into the Sarmatia region, which isn't really what I want, but I can't control how the... You know what I could do, actually? I could take this territory with the intent of releasing it as like a tribal vassal after I form Slavia. That's honestly not a bad idea, because I definitely... I mean, I've been pretty preoccupied recently, but I could send over some people to colonize this, and then whenever I fight Scythia next, I can just be sure to take this stuff. Forming Slavia will give me a bunch of additional pops, probably in my capital. Bialystok at Center of Civilization forever, which is nice. I get this very, very, very good national spirit for 20 years. Mostly good for the loyalty for me. 5 free province investment. So... And then, of course, I get the name, and I think probably the flag and color change. It's kind of nice to be Sporia, just because this has been the identity of the campaign. I keep calling it the Sporia Campaign, even if I became Slavia, but it would technically be good for me to get these bonuses. And really, the best thing from this is Center of Civilization and Bialystok, which, it's not like a power location. One thing I could do, by the way, is I could, and I was thinking about this, I could actually start to, in the center of my core, essentially adopt a kind of, no cities allowed. That's not changing. But what I could do, because I pretty much at this point feel good with maintaining my migratory tribe plan long term. What I could do though is I could move the capitals to be better locations, and there are plenty of examples where there are better locations than where I put them. Shift around all the capital locations, and then actually with my my currently over 100 cohorts, basically add immediate population to the better locations. And better locations are places that have better pop capacity. Now, obviously, without cities, I have limits on how well I could make each individual territory, but I could actually start to build things like, where is it? Like tribal settlement would be like a better location. Although, that being said, without being able to fortify, yeah, I think that idea, now that I'm saying it out loud, that idea makes the most sense to do once I'm closer to rural planning. Until I get this, I am... That being said, though, in my core, do I need it to be fortified? I don't know if I do, honestly. I'm probably the only YouTuber who consistently spends so much time and brain power thinking about fort coverage inside the territory. And with a territory this large, aside from the external fortifications, I don't know if I really need serious internal fortifications. I mean, obviously, so say, for example, like the scenario I envision where this would become an issue is Rome attacks me, right? Say it's in 50 years, Rome has their border on the river, they attack me, they get through my initial fort line. If I'm not beating them in the field, it doesn't matter if I have the internal forts, it's only going to slow down my ultimate destruction, right? I have to rely on army strength or mercs, most likely mercs, and just good luck on the battlefield and strategically to turn things around. I think there is an argument, honestly, and it would also be an economic boost to cut away at some of this fort maintenance. Not that it's a huge amount, but it would help a little bit. And what I could do is have essentially capital locations which are not fortified. And so maybe I do actually do this now. This would be an interesting way to kind of adjust the center of my nation. And here's what I'm going to do, actually. I'm going to do this after I finish doing my circuit around my country with the Horde to try and convert and assimilate as we go, because I really want to make sure I do it in Scythia as well. But I think once I complete this, I'm going to actually embark on, and this is where having some money saved up would be quite nice, I'm going to embark on a gigantic internal project to transform the center of my nation from being a bunch of forts in forests, which are not very helpful, to actually being territories that are sort of city-like in their capacity and in their capabilities. And in terms of the kind of building I'd build there, let's see. Do I have a settlement building that acts like a city? I mean, obviously there's the Colonia, or not the Colonia, what was it? Tribal settlement. This is probably the one I'd go for these territories. Tribal settlement, though, or Council of Elders is the question. The desired ratio, I think it varies by terrain type, right? So if I'm building them in, like, plains, because I don't think I have almost any grassland anywhere. Where's my simple terrain map mode? Why are you not on my list? Who created this preset list? All right, yeah, I have zero, or farmland, I guess, not grassland. I have a little bit, like, I've got farmland over here. That's pretty much it, though, and a little bit over here. So really it's plains that's going to be the better location. I do have a lot of plains, and of course lots of forests. Now, some of these territories, for example, the actual Sporia province, famously is just all forest. It's all completely forested. And I'm happy to keep Bialystok. Like, Bialystok, honestly, is, like, still a fine territory to have as the capital. I like Bialystok being the capital because it's just, like, a fun word to say, honestly. But I don't know if I need to have internal fortifications. I haven't needed them throughout the entire campaign. And I will continue to have forts on my frontiers. I mean, the Scythian wall, for example, is going to remain fortified pretty much permanently until I expand further. So I think that's an interesting idea. I think that's something I want to do after I finish my sort of great migration around my country. Which also... Oh, hold on. Stay there. 515 Sporix now. I don't remember what it was before I started all this, but it was definitely less than that. So we are making progress. 59.39%. That's definitely higher than it was. What's this now? 40%. It was not 40% before, so we were definitely making progress. So yeah, I think that's the plan. And a long time ago, much earlier in the campaign, I did look at all the buildings, and I decided which ones make the most sense for, let's see. Really, pop capacity is the main thing. Council of Elders doesn't give pop capacity, while Tribal Settlement does. Tribal Settlement also gives more tribesmen output. So what's the actual ratios like around here? I mean, a little bit of citizens isn't the end of the world, honestly. This also... Ooh, flat pop capacity from market could also be quite good. This is not a bad alternative, honestly, for this idea. Barracks would also be very, very good for my manpower ambitions. But I'm not sure. Barracks also provides a lot more pop capacity. Perhaps I go for a weird, like, barracks strategy. This does give me a lot more freeman desired ratio, so I would have to potentially deal with more freemen. But it would draw from all the other kinds. I'll have to give some thought to which kind of building I want to work with. But for now, let's just continue on with the plan here. Okay, so I now have a number of buildings waiting for me to build infrastructure once I have more money, so we need to keep waiting. Okay, so now, let's see. Who do I need to send Sporic migrators to? I can actually just do it internally, can't I? Yeah, I can. Okay, so from Sharita, let's send over you, and then this guy can be freed up for something else. We'll move him later. Varkret from Venata as well. Not from Venata, from Sharita. Okay. And I think that's actually... No, one more from Denaria. You can go to you can go to Felita from Denaria. Alright. And then, where should all these extra slaves go? I guess I can move them to Makate for an eventual farm. Or Maranat. Let's move them to Maranat, actually. So, let's have them all go to Sharita. So from Felita, these names are very Spanish sounding, oddly. Move the slave. From Vorita, move the slave. Varkret, move that slave. Karaila, move the slave. Denaria. Okay, I think that's pretty much everybody. All these guys head over to Maranat from Sharita. I'm going to run out of money, though. There was me running out of money. Okay, keep waiting. Okay, now from Sharita, send over the rest of these guys. Nice. This Spork can just head over here for now, that's fine. Actually, have him go to Sofa, he's more useful there. Maranat. Hold on. Maranat, yeah, that's what I said. Oh, that's Mantora. Alright, and then from Venadeva, all of the non-Wera sporks. All right, one more month. All right, that's fine. I could, in fairness, do this. And honestly, I kind of want to do it. 5 stability is a lot. But it's about 10 months of stability gain. So I think I'm going to do it. So now we can get this finished up finally. From Venedeva. Get this guy over. Okay. Now let me figure out where I need to build stuff. So you, logging camp, and then where else do I have population centers? Over here, farming settlement. This is all you. Farming settlement after I can recover 1 more month. Need to get this down before I forget about it. All this work I've put in. That would be a shame. Alright, nice. That is 1 more copy. And then 1 more copy there. Good. That's all my money. Keep waiting. Alright, we've done what we can here. How's Lugia looking? It's still looking bad. What more can I do over here, honestly? I've tried so much. I think it's all of these slaves being stuck here. I can't move them, right? I can't get rid of them. There's just nothing I can do. Yeah, this is just really unfortunate. Like, the most I can hope to do is just add more Wera sporks to try and turn things around. I guess I should just do that at this point. I literally, I can't do anything else. I can't do Anabasis. I can't, unless I just happen to get a Granary raid. Like, Lugia is just permanently going to be around the 20 range. I gotta do something here. All right. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna split away just a huge bunch of these guys. Send him over here to be my Lugia, my Lugia task force. 20 should be fine. We're just going to add a bunch of guys all over the place in Lugia and hope that turns things around. Other than having good stability, that's the most I can do here, and other than lowering tyranny. It's been stuck there, though, for so long. Treatment successful? Excellent. That's what I wanted to see. And then right before the tick, that's perfect. We can now pivot straight into Scheme Influence. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Hopefully this turns things around for her health. She's in poor health still, but that should hopefully make things a little better. Great work. All right. Okay, so what we're gonna do is split into groups of 2 and just start going to places around here and adding ourselves to the local population to try and just improve things. I don't know what else I can really do around here. Hold on. You maybe go here. All right. You were a group of 2. You head here. I have no other idea what I can do here. Other than, oh, not there actually, you're way too crowded. You head here instead. Let's wait for everyone to move and then we'll take stock. Actually, we're going to have to continue this in the next episode of the Sporia campaign. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all next time.